Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm very excited to be sharing with you my current wish list. Now, I feel like I have filmed one of these a few months ago, but at the end of that video, I kind of felt like it lost its structure as we went along, because at the end of the day, it is a wish list video, so there's only so much that I can say about the pieces if I don't already have them. However, this week's video is slightly different because actually I do have some of the pieces that are in this video, and that's because recently I went through and cleared some of my wish list, which means I went through the wish list and finally actively got my hands on the pieces. So I will let you know which ones I have now gotten, but also you will see them next week. So in next week's video, I am actually making more of an effort to make sure that there is a video every single week. It's usually at the end of every single week between Friday and Sunday. I am still figuring out which day works the best for me to get a video out. However, I would also love to hear in the comment section if there's a specific date that you like to watch videos on YouTube. But with that being said, if you follow me on Instagram and TikTok, you actually would have already seen a lot of these pieces, because as soon as I get pieces, as long as they fit me and they don't need tailoring, I will basically show them straight away on my stories or on TikTok. With that being said, I just want to get straight on into this because there's some really exciting pieces, bearing in mind some of these pieces I haven't bought, so they are still exciting for me to talk about, and even if I have bought them, I'm very excited to share them next week. Starting off, we actually have a piece from Khaite. This piece I have now ordered. It's actually in my closet, but I'm waiting because I need to get it tailored at the back, so you will see it next week. However, I will put up pictures of everything I'm talking about. This is called the Saxon skirt, and it's this incredible black maxi skirt, and it's got two slits on the side, but it almost looks like it's a mini skirt combined with a maxi skirt with slits. I just found this to be so amazing, especially because I very much love my gowns. I've also really been getting into high jewelry combined with my love for gowns because I wear those two together, or just jewelry in general, but definitely have a passion for high jewelry. I just love occasion wear, black tie, things like that. So all in all, I knew this would fit really well into my closet, but also styled very casually with a black t-shirt or a white t-shirt from Arquette, or a black silk shirt, or even if I styled it with the top that I'm wearing now and then it looks like a dress, because this skirt also comes in a dress. They do have two different names. I did have this one on my wish list for a while because it's just such an interesting piece, so I put it on my wish list because I knew it wasn't something I was going to be wearing every single day. Moving on to the next piece, it's actually a bag, and I have plans of having this coming into my closet in the month of September. This is the Manu Atelier Le Cambon 35 bag in the deep brown suede leather, and it is just amazing. I mean, this bag reminds a lot of people of the Rome Margot, although it doesn't have the same exact shape. It has that same relaxed slouchy feel. It's obviously brown suede, although it does come in other colored leathers as well. I think it comes in a lighter suede as well, and I feel like it shocked a lot of people actually that this bag was in the £530 price mark, I believe, because it does look like it would be a lot more, but this bag is sensational. The reason it's on my wish list is actually because it sold out before I got my hands on it. I just feel like it's going to look so perfect with, for example, a full monochrome navy blue outfit. Such a perfect bag for the airport as well, despite the fact it's suede. If you know how to operate with suede bags, then it works really well. It reminds people of the Rome Margot also because there was a version of the Rome Margot that came with the buckle front. Really reminds people of that. So if you're into that, I would definitely check out this bag. And whilst I'm on the topic of suede bags, there's actually one from Marge Sharwood, and I actually found it on the Essence website. It's actually around the £200 price mark, and it really shocked me because it really reminds me of the Khaite bowling bag, and I feel like where it has very minimal, I'm not actually sure if the brand's name is on the bag, but I don't remember seeing it, and so you cannot really tell where it's from, and I just thought it was such a nice little bag. The only thing about it is that on the Essence website I did spot that it was slouching a little bit, so I'm not sure how strong the bottom base is. However, technically speaking, I could always get a stronger base installed into the bag. I feel like maybe it's just the fact that I'm really loving dark brown suede. Another bag that I really loved in dark brown suede was Savette Pochette. That one is amazing. I'm waiting for it to come back in the dark brown. I contacted them about it and they told me that it should be coming back out in fall. However, currently another bag which is actually on my my wish list. I feel like there's a lot of suede bags on here. Is actually the Savette Symmetry Pochette, but it's in a navy blue suede with silver hardware. Now, I'm not usually a silver hardware kind of person, which is why this is still kind of sitting on my wish list, because I feel like I wear a lot of gold. I even recently experimented with more silver jewelry that's a little bit more minimal, and I just wanted to experiment it with my style, considering the fact if I was to try it out, it's more likely going to match my style. However, it doesn't really work with my skin undertone, and I think that's why it's so important to understand what works for you and what doesn't, what looks good on you and what doesn't, because for example right now silver jewelry has definitely come back in the trend or in the eyes, but I feel like it's been important for me to realize that it actually is too cool toned to work on me, so gold is something that works a little bit better. However, I just feel like for a bag like that, and it's just a small little detail in the silver hardware, it's not too much silver, and I could always test it out with like a silver watch or a silver bracelet. As long as it's nothing too majorly in your face silver, I think it should actually be fine. And I think again a bag like that would look incredible with a navy blue outfit, or if you're wearing a full black outfit and then you've got a navy blue suede bag. I just haven't seen navy blue suede bags in a really long time. I just feel like it's already a bag I like. I love how much it fits. It really reminds me of the Kelly Pochette. So until then, it's still on my wish list, but I do think that at some point it will come out of my wish list because I will eventually get it. Now, the next piece on my wish list is actually a piece of clothing. It's from Hanne Bloch, and actually it's a set which I will put up on the screen. I was actually planning on getting my hands on it because I will be vlogging, but we have a yacht trip coming up at the end of August, and I just thought, you know, it's going to be sunny most likely. I want something that's lightweight because we're also going to be going to Saint-Tropez, so I want something lightweight. However, it's still on my wish list. I ended up finding other things that I liked instead of it, but I really do think this set is very lovely, and it's one of those things that you can bring out every single year. They do have it in a few different colors. I think they had blue, they maybe had orange, they had the ivory white, which I really liked, and they had black. I actually really do like this. However, there's actually another piece which is in my wish list. Despite it being a H&M piece, the reason it's on my wish list is because it's currently sold out. So you might find that some of the pieces on this wish list are not necessarily luxury or high-end. However, they're just things that have been really hard to get because they sold out, or it's the fact that I just don't want to be accumulating pieces into my closet, so I put them onto a wish list even if they are high street. So this is actually a cream pleated skirt from H&M. I genuinely went around London into the stores trying to find it, but I wasn't able to find it. I did actually end up ordering. It's funny how all these things are linked. I think it just shows how much of an actual interest I have in that piece. So I ended up ordering the skirt. I actually had to get it for probably twice the price on eBay. It's actually one from Zara. You may have seen it recently, and although I don't shop at Zara often, I thought it would be great to try it. I'm still waiting for it to arrive in the mail, so you will see it in next week's video, but it's the combined knit pleated skirt, and it has sort of like a mini skirt and then a pleated skirt combined together, hence the name. And I saw one of my friends posting it and I thought, okay, maybe it's time. It was obviously sold out everywhere. I went around London. Because I'd made the commitment to go around each store, I thought it's only best for me to actually just buy it on eBay, so I paid double the price. But I do think it's going to be a really nice piece that fits into my closet really well. But in general, I feel like I'm really enjoying the pleated and slightly translucent things. So obviously you might have seen in my recent haul last week, I got the loom maxi skirt from Camilla and Mark, and also I got the dress from COS, the navy blue one. So you can probably tell that there's a little pattern going on here with slightly sheer and pleated pieces. The next thing on this list is actually part of my Hermes wish list. So this is actually not a quota bag, and you don't have to be on a wish list for it. I'm just figuring out which color I want this in, and this is the Hermès Herbag. Now, I have had the opportunity to try it on in person, and it's a lovely bag. It's specifically the Herbag Zip in 31, not the 39 size. I think that one is too big for me, but I just really like this bag. I know a lot of people don't like it. They consider it to be the cheaper version of the Kelly. However, I don't see them as the same bag. I see them as two completely different bags. The first time I actually encountered this bag was when I was in Monaco. It was actually a long while ago. So I went and I searched into it, and I've actually fallen completely in love with this bag. I just feel like it's the perfect bag for running errands or going between meetings, Pilates, you name it, anything it might actually be. I feel like that bag is perfect day-to-day bag. Of course, I do like the Kelly. I do like the Birkin as well. I like the Kelly pochette, but this is a completely different bag. I don't think you should fall into the trap of people calling it the, you know, if you cannot get your hands on a Kelly, then you get this. I just think it's so silly to critique this bag and compare it to the Kelly because they are two completely different things. However, many people do use this as an entryway into Hermes. I do believe the Herbag is around the £2,400 price mark, if I'm not wrong, depending on the size and things like that. It's grown on me so much and I'm really enjoying this bag. So either I'm thinking of getting it in the black on black. Initially, I wanted to get it in a sort of waterproof. It is a canvas bag, so that's why the price is a lot lower than their leather bags. It definitely, if you get that one, it does look like you have a Kelly box leather. However, I've actually kind of grown out of that one and I feel like I just want to get the usual canvas, either with black on black or the gold, which is the tan from Hermes, and then I will put up a picture because I can't completely remember the name of the colors. They do also have a dark brown version, but actually I'm not thinking of getting this bag in dark brown, which is a big surprise because I do love my dark brown pieces. However, I just feel like for this bag I will steer away from that. Now the next thing on this wish list is actually more so of a category than an actual item, and that's Victoria Beckham gowns. I recently actually picked one up. You would have seen it on Instagram and TikTok, but I will show it again in next week's video. It's just an exceptional piece. Also feel like I haven't seen many people sharing Victoria Beckham gowns a lot on YouTube. Actually, a lot of these pieces, sometimes I go on YouTube looking for reviews and I just can't find it. So then I'm like, okay, I'll just be the person to do it because I really like to share these things with you guys. Anyways, the Victoria Beckham gowns are just exceptional. I had shared previously that I was actually looking to get one that was on the alternate because it's not a current season, and it's got sort of a black lace detailing at the top, and then it's got a V-cut, and then it's a maxi cream. That one is lovely. The one I ended up getting is probably better, and I found it in the Net-a-Porter sale. It was still quite up there price-wise, but I absolutely love this piece. I feel like it's just so amazing. And then they actually brought one out with no sleeves for the summer. I will leave, again, all of them linked down below, but I just feel like I'm just really getting into the Victoria Beckham ready to wear. I just feel like, of course, it matches my style, but there's also some really incredible designs going on, which I love. And speaking of dresses, another dress that was on my wish list for the longest time, the new arrivals Remain dress in New Yorker black. I finally got my hands on it. I actually think it arrived yesterday and it is just wow. I feel like a lot of people are wowed by that dress. So many of you loved it over on Instagram and I cannot wait to wear it for an actual event. I've got an event coming up at the Monaco Yacht Club, and so I feel like it's going to be perfect for that, so long as the dress code is actually black tie. I'm definitely wearing that. It's just so wow. But this dress I'd actually seen on quite a few people. Again, no videos on YouTube about it, or maybe I'm searching for the wrong thing, but I was trying to find videos of people wearing this exact dress and no one had filmed it, so I thought it's only right for me to share it with you guys because it's honestly an amazing piece. And there are so many other dresses on the new arrivals website which are also on my wish list. Whilst we're on the topic of clothing, there is actually a brand called Attersee, which I recently discovered. If you're into the row, Khaite, I feel like you're going to love Attersee. I would say their pricing is quite similar to Khaite. They have some amazing pieces. One of them in particular that I love is this tailored trousers, which are really lovely. They also have an incredible cashmere mini skirt, which they have in grey, and they also had it in cream, maybe another colour as well, but it was just so good. Especially, you might have watched last week's video, I did get a skirt kind of like that, obviously not cashmere, from Zara, and if I want to upgrade that skirt in the future, I will definitely go and probably pick up the one from Attersee. They have these tunics which I really love. There's a long version and a short version. If I'm not wrong, Attersee is actually based in New York. It definitely does give you that sort of New York elegance vibe, if that makes sense. Now, whilst we're talking about the row, there's actually one piece from there that's recently been launched. It's the Aria draped silk top. Now, I found this on My Teresa, absolutely fell in love with it, alongside the trousers that go with it. You obviously buy it separately. It's just sensational. I feel like this, again, for me, I would wear that combination in more of an occasion wear setting, but even for simple things like dinners or hosting, I feel like it's just so perfect. And I don't know, I'm really just tapping into my passion and love for silk organza pieces. Recently I finally got my hands on the Row Carly silk organza blouse, which is on my wish list for so long as well. One of the perks as well of putting things onto my wish list is that as soon as they're on my wish list, they're now on my radar, which means if they go into the sale, or if I spot them somewhere else, or if a few years later I see them pop up again. Because they are on my radar, I will be able to find them. Just because I put it into my wish list doesn't mean I have to get that exact piece. There is a possibility that I'll find something better from elsewhere, but it has to be on my radar for me to know about it, for me to look for something similar as well. Penultimately on this list is another bag, but this time it's a clutch bag. This is on my wish list because I just got a clutch bag. That's why this had to be put on here and not purchased. Recently I actually picked up the, again, you're going to see it next week, it's the Bottega Veneta Satin Intrecciato clutch bag. It's actually the vintage version of the knot bag. It doesn't have a knot, it has a slight little jewel, and it actually comes with a satin tassel. So that one is arriving in the next few days. However, that's not what's on my wish list anymore. It's actually the Saint Laurent Midnight Clutch. I feel like I haven't heard that many people talk about it, or maybe people have spoken about it, but I'm deciding between the patent leather and the smooth leather. I did see this bag in person. I can't remember which leather I saw it in. However, now that I just got the Bottega Veneta one, I feel like it's going to wait because I don't like acquiring lots of pieces that are new all at the same time, because I also like to have my time with those pieces, style it, really fall in love with the piece and integrate it into my closet. I don't just like to buy lots of new things at the same time because I get overwhelmed and just think, oh, you know, and it's just none of it gets properly used the way I want to use it. So that's why it's going to have a little moment. It's going to wait, but I do feel like, again, all these pieces just integrate so well into my closet anyways. The only thing about this clutch bag is it doesn't fit that much, but then again, the Bottega Veneta one that I just ordered also doesn't fit that much, except this one actually doesn't fit that much. But for me, it's more so something to pair up with my gowns, especially I feel like now that I'm acknowledging and actually properly getting into my passion for gowns a lot more, I want to do it properly. So I want to match it up with the right jewelry pieces, the right hairstyle. I've recently been playing around with my hair because I actually want it to match what I'm wearing. I feel like now I'm finally ready to just complete an outfit with the right bag, the right jewelry pieces, the right hair, things like that, so that things just look and feel complete. And so that's why I'm really enjoying picking up new bags and shoes and jewelry pieces as well. But actually, lastly on this list is a piece that I may or may not order very soon. The thing is, we are now going into September soon, and I feel like I might not be able to get as much wear out of this dress. I see it as more of a summer dress, but it really reminds me of the Zimmermann dresses. I remember one of my friends had a dress very similar to this from Zimmermann. It might have been a shorter version, and that was a few years back, and this one is actually from Shona Joy. This is the Celeste long sleeve dress in black. I just absolutely love this piece so much. Maybe I will be getting my hands on it very soon. We will see. I'm trying to put myself on a slight shopping ban to really appreciate those pieces, because I feel like if I just keep shopping, I'm not going to be able to appreciate what I just bought. Actually, the next few videos anyways are going to be more vlogs, because I am going to be traveling quite a bit between Europe and Asia, so you'll actually get to see me wearing these pieces, which I also think is very nice on your guys' side, because I don't want you to just see me buying things. Perhaps you then go and pick something up and you want to see how you can style it in many different ways, and I just move on to the next thing. I absolutely do not want that, and many of you who follow me on Instagram and TikTok know that if you picked something up that I've perhaps recommended or worn myself, you will know that you then have seen it 10,000 times because I just keep wearing it. That's actually the last piece on my wish list, and hopefully you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful to see what I'm kind of enjoying recently and also what you can expect next week. But with that being said, don't forget to let me know in the comment section if there's any specific videos that you want to see, and with that being said, I hope to see you guys very, very soon in my next one.